Donald Trump had what we call an upper morning. There's upper Trump and downer Trump. Upper Trump is the Trump that tweets uncontrollably. And Trump this morning tweeting again and again and again and again, everything from conspiracy theories to disinformation to wild attacks on people. And I want to remind you that this is not normal. And we have to balance at the David Pakman Show. I think everybody has a responsibility to balance. On the one hand, we don't want to publicize what Trump says on Twitter as reasonable presidential speech. But we also can't ignore that while other world leaders and past American presidents have focused on doing their jobs, we now have a president whose Twitter feed is indistinguishable from a sort of weird blend of Alex Jones conspiracy theorist and Breitbart right-wing propagandist. So let's check it out. First, talking about, once again, the Roger Stone trial and the judge, Amy Berman Jackson, quoting from, of course, Fox and Friends this morning, saying, quote, Judge Jackson now has a request for a new trial based on the unambiguous and self-outed bias of the foreperson of the jury, who's also a lawyer, by the way. Who's, as opposed to who apostrophe S. Madam foreperson, you're a lawyer, Y-O-U-R, as opposed to you apostrophe R-E. You have a duty and affirmative obligation to reveal to us when we selected you the existence of these tweets in which you were so harshly negative about the president and the people who support him. Don't you think we wanted to know that before we put you on this jury? Pretty obvious he should get a new trial. I think almost any judge in the country would order a new trial. I'm not so sure about Judge Jackson. I don't know. Then Trump going into a 3-tweet spell, including an all caps tweet about Robert Mueller, saying, quote, these were Mueller prosecutors, and the whole Mueller investigation was illegally set up based on a phony and now fully discredited fake dossier, capitalizing F&D, lying and forging documents to the FISA court, and many other things. Now, none of these things are true. None of these things are true. Trump going on to say everything having to do with this fraudulent investigation is badly tainted and, in my opinion, should be thrown out. Even Mueller's statement to Congress that he did not see me to become the FBI director, again, has been proven false. The whole deal was a total scam. If I wasn't president, I'd be suing everyone all over the place. And then all caps, but maybe I still will. Witch hunt, then briefly sort of dipping into the crooked DNC stuff, which is actually smart to get some crossover interest from Bernie supporters tweeting, the crooked DNC is working overtime to take the Democrat nomination away from Bernie again. Watch what happens to the superdelegates in round 2, a rigged convention. Trump may be not wrong about that one. Then going into another 3-tweet screed about the U.S. being difficult to deal with, saying, quote, the United States cannot and will not become such a difficult place to deal with in terms of foreign countries buying our product, including for the always used national security excuse that our companies will be forced to leave in order to remain competitive. We want to sell. I have seen some of the regulations being circulated, including those being contemplated by Congress, and they are ridiculous. I want to make it easy to do business with the U.S., not difficult. Everyone in my administration is being so instructed with no excuses. The United States is open for business. This is not normal, but you've got to hand it to them. It's there's something for everybody, sort of a few hours of craziness on Twitter. If you are most concerned with the DNC trying to deny Bernie the nomination, Trump is tweeting something for you. If you are one of the folks that was bamboozled by Trump knowing about trade and how he would deal with the economy, you have a 3-tweet screed. That's hard to say that 3 times fast. A 3-tweet screed about the economy and about the U.S. as a place for business and trade and so on and so forth. If you are still in the Trump is the most persecuted victim, blah, 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 all that stuff, then you've got Trump going after Mueller about a witch hunt and lie, FISA, this, that, the other thing. There's something for everybody here. And you've got to zoom out and realize it's just not normal for a president to be doing any of this stuff, regardless of what the content here is. And it may rocket him towards reelection. That's the saddest part of the entire thing. Make sure you're following The David Pakman Show on Instagram for more on this and other stories from today's show, at David Pakman Show on Instagram. If you enjoy shows like Shark Tank or you're fascinated by entrepreneurs and how they become successful, I've got something really cool for you to check out. It's a YouTube channel we're partnering with called UpFlip, and you can find it at davidpakman.com/UpFlip. It's a new channel. They're hitting the ground running with really excellent content. They're uploading new videos all the time. In each video, you meet a different entrepreneur and take an in-depth look at how they built their business from the ground up. You can examine the business up close, learn their strategies for success, see what it's like to live a day in their shoes. As an entrepreneur myself, I find this stuff endlessly interesting. I love learning about how business owners got to where they are, what motivates them, what the turning points were. And everyone who's featured in UpFlip's videos have their own really cool insights to share, but it's content that's really easy to appreciate, even if you don't have your own business. Every entrepreneur on UpFlip has their own story to tell. They're all fascinating. Check it out. If you watch my show, check out UpFlip. This is part of a partnership we're doing with them. They're friends of ours. I think you'll really enjoy their content. It's really different. It's unique. There's something for everybody. Check it out. Subscribe to their channel at davidpakman.com/UpFlip.